Hi, I'm Amy Wolf with VUCast. We may think the doctors at the Vanderbilt University Medical Center are a bunch of McDreamies, but one doctor accomplished such an unbelievable surgery, Grey's Anatomy turned the real-life event into a storyline.
Hi, Tyler.
Tyler suffers from a degenerative bone disease called cervical spondylosis. He was in a car accident 2 years ago, which further injured his neck, and so we are going to build him a new one.
Patient Judy Kern's head literally fell off her neck, landing on her chest. Dr. Matthew McGirt was able to completely reconstruct her neck and put her head back in its rightful place. Nashville's ABC station interviewed Kearns and Dr. McGirt. You can find links to that video story and a story in Vanderbilt's House organ on vanderbilt.edu. Search Grey's Anatomy and net. For the average American, mosquitoes are an itchy nuisance. But around the world, hundreds of thousands of people die every year because of mosquito-borne illnesses. Now, breakthrough research from Vanderbilt. A new insect repellent thousands of times stronger than DEET, the active ingredient in common mosquito sprays. As VUCast Barb Kramer tells us, researchers call it their dream molecule.
This is home to thousands of those tiny creatures that bug so many of us. Mosquitoes, specifically Anopheles gambia. Researcher Patrick Jones is trying to find a way to get these buzzing bugs to stay away from humans.
So essentially this is a 4-day-old female mosquito.
The research starts at a mosquito's antennae, where their olfactory system or sense of smell begins their hunt for humans. Jones and fellow Vanderbilt researchers used genetic engineering techniques and testing, looking for a way to change a mosquito's behavior. During that search, Jones hit on a compound that turns on a newly discovered molecular channel.
We were able to identify a molecule that had the strangest activity we'd ever seen, and that it could act on every single smell receptor complex that we'd ever tested.
Jones says the new compound, now called VUAA1, activates the mosquito's nerves in her antennae, turning on the mosquito's entire smell receptor system at one time.
By activating everything at once, we're not only limiting her ability to smell something else, but it's also going to have an excito-repellent effect, sort of a get-out-of-dodge response. Each time a nerve cell turns on, you see one of these little lines or spikes, and so that when we treat with our compound, you see that it's turned on pretty much all the time.
The finding could also lead to new ways to reduce the spread of malaria. Researchers say the new compound will be tested in malaria research in dome labs in Africa soon. Their new finding, researchers say, could also repel agricultural pests to keep them off important crops. But more research is needed, says Lab Director Dr. Larry Zweibel.
We've just got an extension of our grant from the Gates Foundation, $2 million to try and change the chemistry of this molecule to make it more user-friendly, to make it more volatile, more friendly for synthesis, to see if we can actually take that lead compound and develop that next generation of insect repellent.
For now, Jones will keep working on the new compound, with hopes that those itchy bites will become a thing of the past and mosquitoes will just buzz away. In Nashville, Barb Kramer reporting.
Zweibel believes the compound could also repel flies, moths, and ants, but it may be at least 5 years before we see it on the market.
And the grand total is, Vanderbilt drumline, please. 23,380,000. Thank you, Vanderbilt alumni.
Vanderbilt Episcopal priest Becca Stevens received a very special honor at the White House. Reverend Stevens is one of 15 champions of change for her work with former prostitutes.
Guide me in my recovery and show me how to live just for today.
Stevens is the founder of Magdalene House, which offers a safe haven and therapy for troubled women. 75% of women who leave Magdalene House after their 2-year stay remain drug-free.
And I'd always been drawn to the women, I think partly because of my own experience and partly because I have all the passion and desire to believe that love can change the world. And this was a way, in a small way, to try to live out that belief.
Stevens also started Thistle Farms, a small business run by the women making homemade bath and body products. The proceeds help support Magdalen House and teach women business skills. Learn more about the powerful work of Becca Stevens on vanderbilt.edu, type in Magdalen House, or go to thistlefarms.org. For VUCast, I'm Amy Wool.